I love To Kill a Mockingbird. I also think it's worthy of criticism, and I'm appalled that it has been banned. I love this book because it tells the story of a family named Finch in Macomb, Alabama, between 1933 and 35, a fictional account, told through the eyes of a 6-year-old girl, a white girl, named Jean Louise Finch, also goes by Scout, as she and her older brother Jem, about 4 years her older, respond to a town that was bent on controlling the African-American population after the trial of a black laborer, a handicapped laborer by the name of Tom Robinson, who had been defended by Scout and Jem's father, Atticus. They have to deal with the backlash from the town, processing the loss of innocence that occurred as an unjust verdict was meted out by the local jury, and eventually with an attack from which they are saved by the most unlikely of heroes, a recluse by the name of Boo Radley. There's a lot to love about this book. Coming-of-age story, a story that critiques and helps us understand Southern racism, and one that offers simply gripping drama. But there's also much to critique. Within the story, African Americans are generally presented in only a one-dimensional fashion. The one character that we do get to know, Calpurnia, is the housekeeper for the Finches, but even so, we don't get a good sense of her emotional landscape, of her interiority. And when we do see African Americans, they largely serve the function of a Greek chorus, commenting as a unit on what's happening around them, but not being presented as agents of their own destiny. In the same way, we could also critique the book because it does offer such a powerful white hero in the form of Atticus. And the presentation of that hero suggests that there were many others like him, and also gives the message that the true problem of racism exists only in the South, where the kind of violent acts depicted in the book are shown, rather than the more subtle day-to-day realities of power and privilege that exist everywhere at that time during the 30s and today. Most controversially, the book includes racial epithets. An offensive term, the term nigger, appears more than once. At the same time, the characters, our protagonists in the book, excoriate those who use the term and call them common. I understand the offensive nature of the term and how that would prove objectionable to many folks, but I'm disturbed that the reaction has been to ban the book rather than to engage the book and use it as a means to engage in difficult conversation. Harper Lee in the text finds a way to make the discussion around those terms accessible and open for study. I think we do our children and our students a severe disfavor if we don't give them the opportunity to understand how terms like that, as racist as they are, have been used to maintain white power and control over time. And in fact, I think we extend a disservice to all of us if we don't use opportunities such as To Kill a Mockingbird to learn how to have those difficult and demanding conversations across the racial gap that continues to exist in society today. So the book has a lot to offer in contemporary society, not only allowing us to develop the skills to have those kind of difficult race-based conversations, but it does offer hope in terms of characters that are believable, that are sympathetic, that make moral choices, that spur us to consider ways to be better than we have been, better than we are. And it provides such arresting characters that stick with us over time. I am not fond of nicknames, but the one nickname I've ever applied to a friend or partner is the term Scout, named after Jean Louise, that I use occasionally to refer to my partner of 26 years, Shearer, who, like Scout, is often full of spunk and looks for the best in people despite the evidence that would suggest to us in a contrary fashion. My name is Tobin Shearer. I'm the Director of African American Studies at the University of Montana. I love the book To Kill a Mockingbird. I think it should be criticized. I'm appalled that it's been banned. My name is Tobin, and I read banned books.